Welcome back, warrior. We are reading Genesis chapter 10 and 11, or 10, not 11. We're doing one at a time. Although it'd be nice to just get her done all at one time, right? So, here we are. Genesis chapter 10. We're going to read the preface. It says, the descendants of Noah are Japheth, whose descendants are Gentiles, Ham, whose descendants include the Canaanites, and Shem, of whom came Peleg, in whose days the earth was divided. Okay. Okay, now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Japheth. I already forgot how to pronounce it. We looked it up and now I can't remember. And unto them were sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer and Magog and Madai and Javan and Tubal and Meshech. Alexa, stop. And Tiras. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz and Ripheth. Alexa, stop. And Ripheth. Alexa, stop. And Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, Elisha and Tarshish, Kittim and Dodanim. Oh man. How do they invent these names? Okay, by these were the isles of the Gentiles, divided in their lands, every one after his tongue, after their families in their nations. And the sons of Ham, Cush and Mizraim and Phut and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Seba, Havilah, and Sabta, and Ramah, and Sabteka. And the sons of Ramah, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush begat Nimrod, and he began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh in the land of Shinar. Out of that land went forth Asher, and builded Nineveh, and the city Rehoboth, and Calah. And reason between Nineveh and Calah, the same is a great city. And Mizraim begat Ludim, and Anamim, and Lehabim, and Naphtuhim. I'm guessing these are words that mean things, and then they decided to put the names to them, because I'm like, how do you invent these? I'm like, I can't even, my mouth does not pronounce these. And Pathrusim and Casluhim, out of whom came Philistim and Caphtorim. And Canaan begat Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgasite, and the Hivite, and the Arkite, and the Sinite, and the Arvadite, and the Zemarite, and the Hamathite. And afterward were the families of the Canaanites spread abroad. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon, as thou comest to Gerar and Gaza, as thou goest unto Sodom and Gomorrah and Admah, and Zeboim, even unto Lasha. That's where we made the word lashes. I'm just kidding, I don't know. These are the sons of Ham, after their families, after their tongues, in their countries, and in their nations. Unto Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth, the elder, even to him were children born. The children of Shem, Elam, and Asher, and Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram. And the children of Aram, Uz, and Hul, and Gether, and Mash. And Arphaxad begat Shelah, Selah, and Selah begat Eber. And unto Eber were born two sons. The name of one was Peleg, for his days was the earth divided, and his brother's name was Joktan. And Joktan begat Almodad, and Sheleph, and Hazaramaveth, and Jerah, and Hadoram, and Uzal, and Dikla, and Obelah, and Abimael, and Sheba, and Ophir, and Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. And their dwelling was from Mesha, as thou goest unto Sephar, a mount of the east. These are the sons of Shem after their families, after their tongues, in their lands, after their nations. These are the families of the sons of Noah, after their generations in the nations, and by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood. Okay, that is what it is. Okay, we have a quote from Joseph Fielding Smith. He says, so I guess every person upon the earth today can actually trace their lineage back to those in these verses. Because it's the posterity of Noah that became the nations of the earth. So it is this is what Joseph Fielding Smith says. It is understood generally that the ark landed on Mount Ararat, near the head waters of the Euphrates, and that civilization after the flood radiated from some central place in the Mesopotamia. All authentic history confirms this view. From this central point, the descendants of Shem scattered towards the east, the land of Shinar, and towards the south, and in the Mesopotamia, the Hamitic family journeyed towards the southwest and into Africa. The Japhetic branch migrated to the northwest and eventually into Europe. We know from the Pearl of Great Price that Egyptus, the daughter of Ham, settled with her son in Egypt. The oldest civilizations, according to our historians, were founded in Egypt and the Mesopotamia. Joseph Fielding Smith, The Progress of Man. Ooh, that's pretty awesome. So nations grew and great cities were formed. Notice in verse 10, the beginning of the city of Babel. This city later became known as Babylon. The city Nineveh is mentioned in verse 11 and 12. This is possibly the same Nineveh that became the capital of Assyria, which was the same city that Jonah was sent to preach to, and did not want to, which was when he was swallowed by the whale. That's awesome. Shem's descendants are recorded in verse 21 to 31. And if you are the literal lineage of Abraham, then you are part of this line. Here is the line from Adam to Jacob, Israel, and his 12 sons. Look through it and see what you know of these men, for they are your fathers. Okay, so let's see here. Let me show you this. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me stop walking. And I can show you. Okay, it's probably reverse, but you can take a screenshot of it. So it's Adam, Seth, Enos, Canaan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah, Shem, Arphaxad, Selah, Eber, Peleg, Reu, Surug, Nahor, Terah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and the 12 sons, house of Israel. Pretty interesting. Okay, and our Read It, Live It for Genesis chapter 10 is this. And you might be thinking, what is going to be our Read It, Live It from this, right? So Genesis 10, there are the families of the sons of Noah. Okay, scripture doesn't skip over the names, neither does God. He writes down lineages, not just legacies. Ooh, I love that. Honor your story. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. That scripture doesn't skip over the names. And it's true because it's hard to read them, but we don't want to skip over them, right? And sometimes, even if those people didn't keep journals, the Lord keeps track of us, right? Even though we don't keep track of him and his doings in our lives, he will keep track of us. Okay, that is it. And until Genesis chapter 11, stay strong, warrior.